preparing a mango salsa. Lovely side dish to have in your repertoire of recipes. You can serve it with chicken, fish, prawns, your leftover Christmas ham, or just fold it through a lovely fresh salad. Let's start with cutting the mangoes. You will see I've got 2 mangoes here, and when shopping for them, you tend to go for the more orange ones thinking they're riper, but it's not so. They could both be ripe. It's just that if one was in the shade of the tree and one was in the sun, the skin goes the orange color, but they're both ripe. Okay, so let's start. So hold the mango on its side, and there's the stone in the middle. We're going to cut a half off around the stone and then around the other side. This bit here, we'll just cut there and we'll cut there. And we'll put that one aside to enjoy in the bathtub later. It will dribble everywhere, but it'll be so delicious. Right, so with these pieces, grab a spoon and run around the outside. In fact, this is a great thing to do over the bowl. If there's any juice, we're going to keep those juices. And just follow the contour of the skin and turn it upside down to your board. Keep those juices, and there we have half a mango. Around, and with these, follow the contour again, and this one, there we go. So now they're already on their flat side, which makes it easier for chopping. I'm doing about 1/2 centimetre cubes. Now let's just have a look and see. This one, see how they're quite wide? Into the bowl. Really, if you just want to dice up a mango like that, keep it in the fridge. How lovely to have it with your yogurt in the morning for breakfast or in your smoothie. Wonderful. Next, we're going to put in a bit of chili, medium-sized chili. Cut the ends off, cut it in half lengthwise. Use a teaspoon and get rid of all the membrane and the seeds. If you've got 1 or 2 left, just give it a little tap and they will come out. Then we're going to use the shiny skin side down, and using your fingers curled back, we're just going to cut some really fine slices so that we can dice it into the salad. You do not want large pieces that end up in the mouth, because whatever you put in there ends up in your mouth. Okay, nice straight lines. And I'm thinking maybe just half of this chili will be enough there. There we go. Look at those colours. Isn't that absolutely gorgeous? Beautiful. Echalot. So it's a little onion. I've used these before in my videos and cooking classes, and they are definitely more palatable and sweeter. They're easier to digest than other raw onion. In fact, they're perfect with caviar. Okay, we just take the skin off there and we do a little finely dice. Okay, in it goes. Next thing is some fresh mint. I've picked some beautiful fresh mint outside and washed it in cold water, and it was in the fridge for a couple of hours, but it just smells so fragrant. Lovely. Bunch it all up together, curl those fingers back, and we finely shred them. The good thing about washing them in advance and wrapping them in a paper towel is they don't have the excess water on them, and they won't stick to your fingers and your board and your knife. See, look how beautiful and feathery that is. Smells divine. And lime, press down, release the lime juice in those segments in there, cut in half. And there is no seeds or pips in the lime, so you can just squeeze straight in. You don't need a strainer. You just know it's going to be good. Let's stir that through. You can add some pepper if you like. And now this can sit in the fridge for a few hours until you're ready to serve. That is summer in a bowl. fish for the fish tacos. I have some really lovely sea bass here. They're filleted already, and I'm going to cut them into pieces, individual serves, so that they can go into our tacos. Chosen sea bass because it was a good seasonal fish at the moment, and also it keeps its shape really well when you cook it, so it won't fall apart to put into your taco. So for our seasoning to put over the fish, a tablespoon of plain flour, and then in here I've got some salt, about half a teaspoon of ground cumin, and a quarter teaspoon of paprika. Pop that in there. Maybe a couple of grinds of pepper. And then I shake it all about. This can actually keep to a week. I usually put some cling film over, and you can dust whatever you have at the time. So it's all mixed together. Let's dust our fish. And we'll do the other side as well. This fish is not too wet. If it was too damp, it would absorb too much of the flour, and even the flour may not stick to it. So I did have it dried with a paper towel. Into a medium hot pan, medium heat, a couple of knobs of butter, and a little drizzle of olive oil. The butter adds flavour and helps it to caramelise, keeping the fish nice and moist. When you've got a little bit of browning there, and pop them in one by one. You don't want too much sizzle when you put them in, because then it might be just too hot and they might just dry out. Now, if you want to do this on the barbecue, I would actually skip the flour and just olive oil and some spices and on the grill. Be about 1 to 2 minutes on each side. So it's just starting to turn opaque here up the sides, and I will check. Yes, just a nice little bit of caramelisation there. Maybe another minute or so. So let's just have a look. Beautiful and brown. They're not too fat. They're cooked through. You'll see that the thinner ones are ready first. We take those off first. Fish is done. And now, the tortillas. And with this griddle pan, you can do it on your barbecue. I'm just going to toast the corn tortillas. No oil is necessary. I would say about 60 seconds on each side. Ready, smells ready. Got some nice grill marks on there. Turn that off. One last thing I'd like to include is a little bit of chipotle mayo, some store-bought good quality mayo, some lemon juice, strain through the fingers, and I've got some chipotle powder, which is like a smoky chili powder. Let's put in a spoonful there, mix together. It's going to add a bit of zing. Ooh, nice. Lettuce. And this is a great tip. Buy your lettuce, bring it home, wash it, dry it, keep it in a towel, and the next day it's ready for you to use. It's crisp, it's lovely. So the first thing, grab a tortilla, some nice green lettuce, a little bit of shredded red cabbage. That's colour and flavour there. A piece of fish on one side. Some of this beautiful chipotle mayo. Some mango salsa. And last of all, just a few coriander leaves. Flavour and colour. Little leaves of vitamins. And that, my dear cooks, is a fish taco to make you really truly believe that you are on holidays at home. Here we go, I'm going in. Crunch, zing, citrus, spice, soft green lettuce. You cook probably better than my first kiss.